Let's talk about terrorism a little bit. You've been a strong supporter of the tools and an architect of the tools that the Bush administration put into place to fight terrorism, particularly the NSA surveillance efforts. We've now seen terrorist bombings in Paris, Brussels, San Bernardino, Orlando, and do you see the pendulum swinging back a little bit in terms of the public, in terms of supporting more robust counterterrorism policies?
Yes, I do, and that's not surprising, but I'm sorry that it takes bloodshed to do it. It shouldn't, and those policies should have been in place and should be in place, and if they were in place and seriously adhered to, it may very well be that some of this could have been avoided.
If you look at Barack Obama, he said that terrorism takes far fewer lives in America than car accidents or falls in the bathtub, and statistically that's right.
It's a ridiculous analogy because accidents happen all the time, regardless of the precautions that you take. Nobody is out to kill you in an accident, by definition. It's an accident. Same is true, obviously, of falling in the bathtub, which is a subspecies of accident. People can put up with the idea of accidental death, which they do all they can to protect against. What they can't put up with is, and shouldn't have to put up with, is people planning to kill them in large numbers or small numbers. It's the function of government to stop such people before they act and protect the populace at large, not to engage in a statistical analysis about whether it's worth doing it, given the number of people who are killed.
He seems to treat it as like a manageable problem, like a chronic condition. Terrorism is just it's like car accidents, it's like bathroom falls, it's like bad dangerous products that come out. This is just something that we have to live with and expect to live with. We just need to manage it, not defeat it.
No, because the function of terrorism is to undermine public confidence in the ability of the government to protect them, and therefore to hew more closely to the views that the terrorists want them to adhere to, or to be more accommodating of the views the terrorists represent. And the more you accommodate them, the more of it you get.
So one of the things that people say about Barack Obama is that while he rhetorically challenged the Bush administration's policies, he kept a lot of the counterterrorism policies that we had in place.
That's true.
Which is true. He's been very vigorous with drone strikes. He's stopped CIA interrogations, which we can get to in a moment. But if you were sitting down with in the transition team with the next president, let's say it's President Trump, for example, what would you advise him in terms of what needs to change in terms of our counterterrorism tools and policies?
I think one thing that needs to change is that we need to focus again on intelligence gathering from not only electronic sources but human sources as well. And the notion that you kill them with drone strikes, that takes care of the problem, I don't think it's a valid one. If you can capture someone, you do a lot better getting information from them than if you kill them.
So do you think that, so Trump has said, Barack Obama ended the CIA interrogation program. Hillary Clinton obviously wouldn't bring it back. Donald Trump has gone quite the opposite direction. He's saying that waterboarding would be just the beginning of what he tends to do, and he's going to do waterboarding and a whole lot worse.
Look, understand that there were precisely 3 people who were waterboarded. 3. The point is, you have to have, number one, some way of getting information from people, and number 2, these techniques were not used to get specific information. They were used to put people in a compliant frame of mind so that they would then provide information, and they did. And a great deal of what would have been harm was headed off as a result, as you documented in your book. We need a classified interrogation program. We don't need to be running on about how we're going to waterboard people, because once you tell people what you're going to do, you allow them to train to your techniques.